George, joining the cricketer. Why? What was the reason for picking us?
Well, it just felt like a really good, natural fit. To be honest, it seemed like a really easy decision. Emotionally, it felt like a very easy decision. And then thinking about it practically, it worked on every level. I've had 10 lovely years at ESPN, nothing but goodwill towards my colleagues there. But it felt like a change. The cricketer, they wanted me, wooed me. That felt really good. It felt nice to be really valued and to try and bring, I guess, what I've done elsewhere to the cricketer. It's where I started my career 25 years ago. I've really enjoyed writing a column for the magazine in the last few years. I've got to know the management, as you know, feel very comfortable in that environment. And really looking forward to, this next chapter. I feel I've got a lot of energy. I feel I'm just starting, really. I'm really looking forward to get going and hoping the cricketer grow their online audience.
What can we expect from you over the days and weeks and months to come? You've been covering all sorts of cricket during your time at ESPN, and you've got an audience that certainly is loyal to you and relies on you for info and for opinion and for entertainment, dare I even say it. So what can we expect to come?
Well, that's kind. I'd love to say something new and novel, but really, I just want to carry on doing what I've been trying to do for the last few years, which is, holding authority to account, telling it as I see it, bringing people stories when I can, analysis where I can. Really, I just want to be able to keep doing what I'm doing, which is, celebrating the game at every level and trying to help people see inside it when otherwise they might not be able to. So I had nothing particularly original and novel, I'm afraid, just the same old stuff. And hopefully doing it with, renewed enthusiasm and support.
So what do you see about the cricketer at the moment that draws you to it? And what do you think other people who are cricket fans should go to it for?
Well, look, Cricinfo will still be a fantastic resource. I mean, it won't miss me, I'm sure. And there are loads of great journalists there who will continue to do a fantastic job. I think the thing that attracts me about the cricketer is that it simply loves cricket at all levels, without any sort of agenda, without any huge drive from sort of marketing departments or anything like that. It's just going to tell it as it sees it. It's going to celebrate cricket, women's cricket, county cricket, club cricket, and of course international cricket, and all the franchises. So I really like that sort of uninhibited, joyful, uncomplicated love of the game, which I think is actually how Cricinfo started. But, life gets more complicated as you grow, perhaps. So I started at the cricketer 25 years ago, as I say. I think the cricketer is really interesting in that it's continued to thrive as a magazine, despite that being old-fashioned and now supposedly a dying breed. It's managed to retain a really strong audience. And it seems like a really good foundation to build an online presence, which is surely where the future is. So I feel really exciting to be in on the ground floor of trying to do that, if you like, taking the cricketer to the next phase and continuing to tell people stories without, one or two of the complications that I've had in the last few months. Just talking about cricket unashamedly, cricket specialist, cricket loving, without any of the politics that sometimes goes with that.
And what about the Ashes? Are we going to see you on the ground this winter?
I am. I'm going to the Ashes. I've got a travel exemption for the Australian government. Thank you for that. I can't remember how they phrased my ability, a critical skill or something. But anyway.
I think it was all about the supporting letter, George. I think that's what did it for them.
Best written thing in our whole Ashes coverage, your supporting letter to get me a visa. But yes, I'm kind of looking forward to getting the other side of quarantine, which might be a bit brutal. Look, I can't wait to be in Australia. And it's such good news that Ben Stokes is going, because all of a sudden it feels that England have, a puncher's chance of success there. That was a very unfortunate turn of phrase. But they do have, an outside chance of success now. And it will be lovely to be there. It'll be lovely to be out of the English winter. And who knows? I think we've all been looking forward to this series for quite a long time. And, it's going to go ahead. And it's always a bit special, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's a big step for the cricketer too. I haven't had a touring correspondent with the England team for quite some time. So again, showing that there's a bit of emphasis on trying to grow and make sure that the journalism that you can deliver is much more on the spot, the eyewitness side, which is so important to good quality journalism for those of us stuck watching from beneath blankets back home.
And I'm hugely flattered that the cricketer invested so heavily in me, I suppose, and in that process. I will do my very, very best to justify that. You're absolutely right that it's not just about watching the game. When I'm on tour, I go to training every day if I can. I watch as much of training and get all those little conversations with the players or coaches that you don't see, but hopefully you'll see reflected in more informed articles. So that's part of the reason you're on tour. You're learning all the time. And of course, yes, you do see things slightly differently at the ground, when you can actually see and feel the pace and the bounce and all the rest of it. So, yeah, I'm hugely excited by that, very aware of the investment that's made in me, a little bit daunted by that. But, I will do my best, work my hardest every damn day, as ever, and hopefully bring people back home a sense of what it's like to be in Australia. And wouldn't it be amazing to pull off a most unexpected victory? Look, it was interesting how much the England team management were keen for some journalists to go out there, because I know that last time Trevor Bayliss, obviously being an Australian, was very struck by the ferocity of the Australian media. And there certainly were times when he wanted to give a little back. So hopefully we'll be able to provide some balance to the coverage. But that Australian team does look, the bowling attack in particular, it does look pretty fantastic, doesn't it? It'll be a lot of fun to report on it as ever, and hopefully we'll be able to bring back some insight. I'm really looking forward to it.